Hello and welcome. It is Friday, December 15th, one day away from UFC 296. It's going to be a hell of a card. Got Leon Edwards and Colby Covington for the championship, and Alexander Pantoja versus Brandon Royval. We had a card last week, and in real life, put zero bets on it. I didn't like the card, did not like the bets. I had some other things going on and didn't watch a lot of the shows I usually watch. And I just had no interest for the first time in a very, very, very long time in a UFC card. Um, and what sort of had a little bit to do with that was the week before. I got destroyed. I mean, down 4.5 units. That is very bad. I guess it's not destroyed. But I had my first time I had both of my straight picks that did not did not go the way I thought they were. Not even close. Gonna lose a lot of bets. But man, when it doesn't even go even a little bit the way you thought it was gonna go, it is a little disappointing. So I had Rob Font and Kelvin Gastelum both lose, and I had a total of 4.8 units, which is a little more than what I actually lost. So if I had not put those two bets in, it was good. But isn't that the way it works every week? If the bad bets weren't put in, you would have done well. But I did have the Poteria Bellotto go under 2.5. That was my biggest bet of the night. It was not even close. It was beautiful. Selecki and close. Had Selecki by sub. Did not quite make it there. But now that's one of the bets that I lost. Very okay with it. Very okay with that bet. Had a lot of chances. Dariush Arcurian didn't go the distance. Brady Gaslam started around three. That was an easy bet. I should have put more than 1.8 on that one. Then I had hmm, I had a parlay here, but Soriano did not win, which whew, boy was I shocked. So I'll take that L without a problem. And then Figueiredo and Font, I thought that would not go to decision. I really did. Um, it wasn't one I was completely convicted on. Of course, it had obviously ways to go to decision, but it just had a feeling that that one might not, with Figueredo coming up for the first time. Maybe the power would be a little too much, or maybe he would be able to carry the power. There was a few different ways where I thought it'd be a better chance of it not going the distance, but I was wrong. So down 4.5 units, so that was a bad night. So coming in tomorrow, this is going to be a very brief recap of what I'm going to be betting. And this is not all of my bets yet, but this is very close to my real life bets. And then we have 4 weeks off. And when we come back, I'm going to be practicing my editing during the time I'm off and put a little music in the front. Gonna make that a little better. And most importantly, what I'm gonna do, what I've decided for the year of 2024, I'm going to have a bankroll of $2,000. And I'm gonna be making my unit sizes based on that. And that will be the only UFC betting money that I have for the year. And I'm going to be tracking every bet I make. Every bet on here will actually be the bet I make in real life, which is these kind of reflect it, but these kind of the picks I'm making that I'm talking about online are the ones that I think are probably the better bets because I'm a bit of a degenerate gambler. So um, even in the new year, I'll probably have $100 bill where I split it up to 10 different $10 bets that aren't going to be on here that I won't even talk about, just so I have a little action on it because I'm just a degenerate at heart. But I do want to see if over the course of an entire year, if I actually have a structured betting structure. That made sense. And if I have a betting structure and I have good control over what I'm betting, can I actually go an entire year and profit? That's the goal. So let's find out. So far, no. But I'm not that far off. I am learning the types of bets that I'm doing better at and worse at. And the more data I get in, like 3, 4 months from now, I'm going to have even more information where I can curtail some of the bets I'm not so good at and lean into the ones that I'm doing better at. So, first and foremost, main event, Leon Edwards, Colby Covington. In real life, I have now, for the fourth time this year, the biggest bet I've ever put on one event in my life. So in real life, I have very similar bet to this. So right now, I have 6.6 units for Leon Edwards to be Colby Covington at minus 130. It was not available at my book at 130. When it opened, it was 150. I got it the second it opened at minus 150 for Leon Edwards. And so I will you I I have bet $750, which is a gigantic amount of money for me. Well, that's a gigantic amount of my betting money. But that's all on one person, on Leon Edwards. and I think he's going to have the size advantage. He has the activity advantage. He's been he's been building into his training camps and his off training camps practices for 3 years now, just defending wrestling pretty much because he knew Usman was the champ. He knew Usman was the rematch, and all he's been doing is training wrestling and training wrestling and training wrestling. And I think he's going to be bigger and stronger than Colby, which was not the case with Usman. And he got taken down and he got held down a little. He did not get dominated by Usman on the ground, I don't think. And I don't think he's as worried about the power on the feet coming back from Colby. So even if he gets taken down, even if Colby gets some control time, which Colby doesn't have a ton of control time over anyone who's a real 170 pounder. Even if he does, I think Edwards is going to land damage on the feet before and after that takedown and that control time. So even if he gets taken down, gets 2, even 3 minutes of control time on the ground, I think those other 2.5 minutes on the feet, I think he's going to be doing work, and hopefully he's going to get it scored in his favor. And Colby making a joke about Leon's dead father at the weigh-ins or at the press conference yesterday, that doesn't hurt either. Because if Leon's biggest failing as a mixed martial artist is lack of, in my opinion, is lack of intensity throughout the entire fight. He can lose the focus, and he loses it at horrible times. Like, there's never a good time when you're fighting other killers. And he can lose focus. I do not think he's going to lose focus. And after that comment, I really don't think he's going to lose focus. And so Colby has, in my opinion, one path to victory is to hold him down and hope he gets the scorecards. And I think Edwards can defend it. I think Edwards might even land a takedown or two and have a little control time. Edwards is a better striker, better mover, has more power. Um, Colby has more cardio. We will see how much that plays into it. This one is not in Utah. This is not at high altitude here. So I'm very interested to see the ending, but I see it strongly towards Leon Edwards. I would have taken this up to minus 180. I would have had the same amount of units. Once we get to minus 200, now I think Covington has some value out of it. Minus 130, thrilled. I am thrilled with this bet. Might not win. I think it will. Thrilled with getting minus 130 with all those units. On the co-main event, I believe Pantoja will beat Royval. Just higher level of competition in the last couple years since they met. He's a champion now. He has things that come along with that. He's got a great camp, and Royval always, always has. I mean, it's not a puncher's chance, but we'll just call it a puncher's chance. Just a wild man's chance to land something huge, to land a submission. So he's got a chance. But at 2-1, I will take Pantoja. 4 units basically to win a little more than two. Got two parlays. Got a little Feely and Garbrandt together, which is a plus 152. I am completely putting that in real life. Plus 152 for that is real nice. I will take my chances. I am more confident in Garbrandt for this one, but still, Feely over Almeida, I'm very happy with too. And my second parlay, Menafield and Aldana together, which is a plus 105, so 1 unit to win one there. I'm really happy with these bets. I'm going to be making a lot more bets than this in my real life, mostly degenerate ones, but these are going to be the big ones. One more that I thought I put on here before this taping that I did not put on here. I will be putting on. It will be a track bet again before tonight. Before tomorrow is going to be Ferguson Pimblett does not go to decision. It's minus 180-ish or so. I'll see what the exact odds are, but it's less than two. It's less than minus 200. I'm going to be putting 4 units to win two or two plus for Ferguson, and Pimblett does not go to decision. Anyways, this is going to be an amazing card. I've really learned a lot about my patterns and where I'm messing up and where I'm doing good, and I'm really looking forward to this challenge for 2024. But it's been a great year. It's a great card to end on. So thank you for watching, and I hope next year I do much better betting and I have much better production for you. Thank you.